Tenakato katoa. Welcome to Kōrero with Vaishali, where everyone comes to love, laugh, live the moment, and inspires all to live our life in its authentic way, being the best version of ourselves. So today we are on Kōrero with Vaishali, elections for the Tron, Hamilton. So who is here? Today we have Jackie Talbot for Hamilton City Council for East Ward. So, Jackie's campaign says, a proven change maker with over 20 years of senior public service leadership, delivering results that have shaped education, protected children, and supported communities. So, let's find out what are Jackie's plans if she is elected and what's that best she is willing to bring for the Hamilton. Shall we welcome her? So, let's welcome Jackie Talbot. Welcome to Kōrero with Vaishali.
Thank you very much for having me here this morning, and it's lovely to meet your family and your team as well. I really appreciate it. It's a great opportunity.
I know they're the backbone of the Kōrero with Vaishali. Moreover, I will say it's them, the force behind the Kōrero with Vaishali.
Well, they're lovely, so thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming on board with Kōrero with Vaishali. It's really a pleasure to have you and know all your plans for the city.
Yes.
Great. So, shall we get into it?
Yes.
Definitely awesome. So, before we start, could you please tell us more about yourself and your professional life and personal life?
Certainly. So, I'm Jackie Talbot. I am born and bred Hamiltonian. So, I was born in Waikato Hospital and then attended Melville Primary, then on to Dingwall Primary, Glenview, and then to Melville Intermediate and Melville High School. So really born and lived in that area of the city.
Nice.
And then I went to Waikato University and did a Bachelor of Education and Diploma in Primary School Teaching and taught in schools around Hamilton. I went into teaching because I care about kids, families and communities. Education was easy for me and everybody else should have the same opportunity. So I really worked hard in my teaching career to make sure that everybody had the opportunity that I did. I then went into the Ministry of Education here in Hamilton and had a big background in the Ministry of Education here with disengaged young people. So people who weren't attending school, were in trouble and needed extra help to engage in their education. I then went down to Wellington, had a wonderful opportunity to go down to Wellington for a 6-month secondment, and that lasted 12 years.
Oh, wow,
Yes.
okay.
So down on a Monday and then flying back on a Thursday, and I had a really privileged career down there. I was in the Ministry of Education but got seconded out to different places. So I did 12 months in the Department of the Prime Minister and Cabinet in the Beehive with John Key at that time.
Okay.
And then I was a public servant though, not a political advisor, I was a public servant. And then also had some time in the Children's Action Plan when the Children's Act came in and did lots of work then with vulnerable children, working together with other agencies to get better outcomes for young people.
Okay.
I then about 2 years ago left the Ministry of Education and decided to come home back to Hamilton.
Oh, nice.
Travelling down there can be quite tiresome, but I was really grateful for the wonderful opportunities that I had. Came back here and for the last 2 years have been doing private work with schools, boards, lots of governance work, lots of work with iwi organisations and non-government organisations, very much around young people, community and governance. I, having led really large programs of national reform across education and, as you said, protecting children and communities, I've managed millions and millions of dollars of budget of taxpayer and ratepayer money, and I know how to do that wisely and how to spend money on time, but how to spend money, get the results that the government has identified, but to do it within budget, on time, and as I say, with real results.
Nice.
I'm one of 4 girls. Sorry, just quickly, one of 4 girls. I'm number 2. And my sisters are all very focused on community and helping other people as well.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. That's lovely to hear from you. What inspired you to stand for election? You mentioned a little bit, but I would like to know more. What inspired you to stand for the elections and is?
Hamilton's my home, as I said. I believe I've got the skills and the experience. I've got central government experience. I know how bureaucracies work. I know how to deliver for our country. I know how to deliver for our city, and I want to give back. I care about Hamilton. I care about the people who live here, and I think that I've got a lot to offer. This is a transformational point. Our future is bright, but there's a lot of challenges, and I think I've got the skills and the passion to contribute to the council and make a difference for Hamilton.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. All right. Coming to the Hamilton now, what challenges do you think Hamilton is facing? Have you got any strategies around to minimize those problems?
Hamilton's facing many challenges, but it's also facing many, many opportunities. We're a wonderful city, fastest growing city in New Zealand. We've got wonderful resources, a river, wonderful people, great iwi, Tainui, home of kingitanga. But with that comes challenges, and one of our biggest challenges at the moment, of course, is the debt that we're currently carrying, 1.25 billion. Our growth is fast, and we need to keep up with it. We also have the same challenges that every other city in this country does. Cost of living, our social challenges around homelessness and supporting our people, keeping our people connected in a fast-paced world, and also positioning Hamilton well for the future, so that we can deliver for our citizens and deliver for our country.
Great, thank you. How would you address housing affordability in Hamilton? What actions would you take?
Housing affordability is not just a Hamilton City Council issue. So there's lots of markets across New Zealand that impact housing affordability, but it is Hamilton City Council's job to do a number of things. Unlock supply. So where we've got land that we can identify and access, unlocking that supply, and then delivering the infrastructure that we need to be able to build on those houses. We need to partner more. We need to work with our developers. We need to work with our social agencies to understand how to do that quickly, how to do it affordably, and also making sure that we're building houses in places that don't create more issues around congestion, etc. So we want to make sure that we've got public transport for people, that we've got services for people, and that we are putting houses in the right places and making it easier than it is at the moment.
Functional.
Yeah, functional, that's right.
Oh, great. Thank you. All right. Let's come to the hot topic in the town at the moment, which is rates. Do you think there is any room for the rates to be reduced so that everyone can afford them?
Rates, yes, it is a hot topic. There are some realities around our rates. Our rates have gone up. They needed to go up, but not at the level at which they've increased. Of course, we want rates to be affordable for everybody, but there are a lot of pressures on households at the moment. But our rates do not need to have gone up the amount that they have. We need to dig deep and work out where we can cut costs, what are the nice to haves, and what do we need to invest in to keep our city ticking over and keep us, well, not just ticking over, sorry, but where do we need to invest to get the biggest bang for buck for our citizens? Absolutely, affordability is the vision, and we'll work hard to get there, but I can't say rates aren't going to go up. I just don't want to see them go up at the rate they are.
Great, thank you. All right. You had said in your campaign that you love Hamilton and I care deeply about building Hamilton CBD hut for us all to feel safe and use the center of Hamilton as a place of celebration. Can you please elaborate a little bit more and how you're going to implement?
Yes, well, it's been a hot topic just in the last few days. You may have seen the media coverage about the Public Places Bylaw Review Program. Hamilton's heart, our CBD, our garden place and our river is unique to Hamilton. How lucky are we to have all of that right there? It's most of the citizens that I've been out talking to tell me it's not safe and they don't come into Hamilton City a lot. There are lots of issues. There are empty shops up our main street. There are people who don't make it safe for people and businesses. my action plan would be to partner with our inner city developers, build, get more inner city housing in there. We've got 2 hotels coming, which is going to help. For one of our hotels, there's a plan about river accessibility that's going to help. I do want to wrap our arms around our homeless people who use Garden Place, but it's not the place for them. That's a different question. But we do need the centre of Hamilton for families, businesses to thrive. We want to attract people in there to celebrate. Let's have some of our celebrations there. Let's clean up Garden Place. Let's modernise it. Let's get it ready for everybody so that families do want to come in there. Families want to spend time there. We want businesses there. We do want 2 hour free parking to encourage people in. The other thing that I would do, and I know you and I are going to talk about this a little bit further on, is there are empty shops. I would be helping new businesses and entrepreneurs to use those empty shops as offices or as whatever they want to use them for. Let's get people in there using what we've got.
Great, thank you. That's a great insight. All right. What initiatives will you introduce to promote environmental sustainability in Hamilton?
Yes, that's a really another really hot topic. So first of all, I want to make sure that what we're doing is affordable and is evidence-based. I want the information to come to us, that we understand our trade-off. So how are we helping our environment for the money we're spending? I really want to support the blue-green network along our river. There's a plan there already. I want to support that. That's for stormwater, flooding and building our ecological riverbank. I think that's really important. I want to look at, as council services and council facilities come up for renewal and maintenance, is there a way that's more environmentally friendly, carbon neutral, to invest in those facilities as they come up for renewal, not jumping in first before their maintenance program, and understanding how much is it going to cost and what's the impact on our environment, what are we saving. I also want to report really transparently to the city and our citizens what our climate goals are, what our sustainability goals are, and have it really transparent about how we're tracking towards them and what it's costing us and what are the benefits. I want to keep the planting and gully restoration. I want to do that with a plan though. You may have seen just recently there again in the media a couple of parks that they've planted just lately. I think it was 500 trees, but there wasn't a plan. So the trees have been planted too close together.
Yes, I've seen that.
So that's not helpful for long term. No, that's not going to work. So we're going to have to now go back and either we're going to have to take some plants out so that the ones that there can thrive. It's been done without a plan. So that's a waste of money. So I really want to support it. But again, evidence first, plans first, and sensible decision making.
Great, thank you. All right. So, about the transportation now, do you think existing public transportation is efficient, or do we need to make some major changes so we are ready for the future, as Hamilton is one of the fastest growing city in the country?
Yes, this is another hot topic. You're choosing all the hard ones today.
It's not hard ones, it's a reality.
It is a reality.
We are really fastest growing city, and what we need to do is we need to look for the options, what changes we can make. So I thought
So I've been, again, listening to our community. I've read there were a lot of submissions in the long-term plan on this topic. And if you ask people in neighbourhoods and communities, they will say that the bus system isn't reliable and isn't frequent enough. Do I agree with them? I guess we need to listen to them. We need to understand the issues. So I would actually have a look at that bus transportation system along with the Waikato District Council to understand what could we possibly do. What is it that we're trying to solve in terms of the bus timetable and the bus network? In terms of congestion, there are a lot of issues, and I think we need to relook at where we've got cycle lanes and where have we got them in the right places, because that's really important. But where we have got them, I think there's evidence, again, evidence-based. There is some evidence to say we've got them in some wrong places that are causing congestion for our city. One of those places would be as you head up River Road, heading north, and you turn in, you're trying to turn onto Fairfield Bridge. There are 2 lanes there now with new traffic lights. One lane goes straight through and one lane turns left onto Fairfield Bridge. But the other day I sat there in my car and the lights changed 3 times. There was no one in the left lane to turn left onto Fairfield Bridge because we couldn't get past the cycle lane. It's only 1 lane to get past the cycle lane because there's barriers there. So people who wanted to turn left couldn't get into that left lane. So I went back a couple of days later and watched, and that's exactly what happened. So the line on River Road gets longer and longer simply because they can't get round the barriers there on that cycle lane. I watched and there were no cycles, no cyclists came through. So you can understand people's frustration. And I just want to do a heat map of the city, understanding where are our red spots for congestion and what's causing those. And if it's as simple as still having the cycle lane, but taking those 3, I think there's 3, maybe 4, barriers out so that during peak time we release that flow. That's got to be sensible. So I want to look at that. And I also, again, the speed bumps, everyone goes on about the speed bumps. Again, I think as they come up for maintenance, we need to look and say, do we need to maintain them or do we take them out? You may have seen just last week an Auckland law student took Auckland Transport to court and won because they had put 2 speed bumps outside his house and there was no evidence that they were needed. I suspect that Hamilton City has probably made the same decisions where there is no evidence that they were needed. So I think as they come up, we don't want to cost the ratepayers more, but as they come up for maintenance, what is our maintenance plan? Do we maintain them or do we get rid of them? Where's the evidence again? What will the impact of that be on our congestion and on our wallet, ratepayers' money? We need to make good decisions. And then we need to do the basics. We just need to get our roads, make sure the potholes are fixed, not keep digging up Rifle Range Road. Again, evidence-first decision making.
Great, thank you. That's a great insight. All right. What measures will you take to reduce homelessness and provide support for those in need?
Yes, this is again another complex issue where central government and central agencies have a part to play, but so does Hamilton City Council. So I think Hamilton City Council can do 3 things. We can enable our social services to flourish by providing good spaces, community spaces that are that are centralised. How can we enable them to function better and be there with their doors open more readily? Make life a bit easier for NGOs. It's hard work. So enable them, support them, which I've just touched on actually, supporting them to provide services quickly and in the right places for the people who need them. And then advocate. We need to be advocating, knocking on doors to our central agencies, central government, working with our health department here, working with education, police, oranga tamariki. And the other thing I'd do, which I was involved in many years ago before I was travelling to Wellington, is we had a social agencies network here in Hamilton, and we focused on things. We had a program called Rock On, which was Reduce Our Community Kids Offending Now. It took us a long time to come up with that. And that's where agencies work together around things like school attendance. I would like to set up another social services agency across Hamilton that the council pulls together because they are all busy, that we pull together and understand across our city where the needs are and where we need to be, enabling, supporting and advocating, and making sure that we're tracking against some outcomes that we want and being really deliberate about those outcomes. We need to, again, wrap our arms around our people, our most vulnerable that need it, and make sure they're supported in the right way and not frustrated.
Great, thank you. I think next one will be a little bit related to this one as well. So how will you support mental health services and addiction recovery programs in the city?
Yes, we don't have enough services for mental health and addiction services. Nobody does. But again, as I just said in the last answer, it's those three things: enabling, supporting, and advocating for. Again, talking to them, inviting them into our social agency network, and asking them what they need. Have they got the buildings they want? Where are their community services? Have people got transport to them? All of those things we can unlock. There will never be enough money, but again, it's our job to be the loudest voice in central government and with our agencies that are centrally controlled. But locally, local solutions for us, working and connecting and partnering with them to understand what they need.
Great, thank you. All right. Now coming to your CBD topic, I think you wanted to touch on small businesses. So how would you support local small businesses to grow? Do you have any plans?
Yes, I think local small businesses are the backbone of our economy, really, and we want to encourage small businesses to flourish and grow and to start. We want to encourage entrepreneurship. We want to encourage our clever, good thinkers. We don't want them going overseas, our young people and our old people, all people. I would set up a Hamilton City Council small business concierge, is the way I would describe it, which is a one-stop shop inside Hamilton City Council where no wrong door. So if I want to start a business, I pick up the phone, I talk to somebody, that person will connect me inside council to everyone I need to go to. I don't want to have to make 12 phone calls. I want the person here to connect to the 12 departments behind closed doors. So a concierge, make the process easier. Build a partnership and a relationship with that concierge so they understand my business. I would also have, I don't know, maybe once a month, I'm not sure, but of the time frame, but I would be inviting local businesses in to have a sit down with council on a regular basis so we understand the challenges that they're facing. The other thing I'd do is, we have so many empty shop fronts up the main street and in our CBD. I'd be offering them premises at a reduced rate to get them into the CBD. And people have said to me, but why at a reduced rate? And I'm like, well, those buildings are empty at the moment, aren't they? And it helps bring in that vigour and it helps our businesses grow. But closer communication, a concierge, regular meetings, and help them with things that we've got that are unused. Yeah, and just really, and also local contracts for local people. Recently, the council gave a $350,000 contract to an Auckland company. It should have come here. We can't give to local businesses, obviously, if it's not economically viable, but we would help them do that so that they can be the best people to win our procurement and our local contracts.
Great, thank you. All right. Okay, now we're coming to the end. What are your top 3 things Hamilton needs right now? You would have mentioned, but I would like to have kind of rapid round. Well,
I thought about this and I have a 3x4 model for Hamilton City.
Okay.
The 3 things that we need to get right, first of all, Hamilton needs, before it can function on anything else, is we need to get our finances. We need to be fiscally responsible. We need to get great control over our finances. The second thing we need to do is we need decisions based on sound evidence and data, understanding the pros and cons of every decision we make. And I've looked at council papers and I don't see that in all council papers at the moment. The third thing we need is better communication around the council table and with our citizens, our residents. So if we get those 3 things right, financial control, sound decision making and communication, we'll understand more fully where to invest in the 4 things that matter. And those 4 things are core services, infrastructure, housing and the Hamilton environment. So hopefully I've answered your question. If we get those first 3 things right, we can do the other 4. At the moment, if we jump all over the place, we've just got chaos. We need a really deliberate approach to the way council functions to deliver for Hamilton.
That's great. Now you answered really great there with why. That's great. Thank you. And okay, now you're getting the opportunity to spend some money here. What would you do if you are given $1 million of worth grant right now, what services would you use them on if you're elected?
It's really hard, isn't it? Because there's so many things. But what I would do is I would invest it in buying further income. So at the moment, one of our biggest issues is really the only income that we get is from ratepayers. We need to unlock some other revenue streams. So what I would do is I would probably invest it with a partner, either iwi or a developer or someone like that, where I put that money in. We enable some infrastructure that's going to give us a return on investment. So I want to turn that 1 million into 2 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5. We need an income stream.
Revenue. Okay, trying to generate the revenue.
Yes, so I would invest it somewhere. I would do my homework, evidence-based decision making, but I would do my homework where I can put that $1 million and I'm going to turn it into more money.
Great, thank you. That's a great one. Perfect. That was all about our catch-up. Is there anything that you think you would like to say? Have we missed anything you would like to cover? Or you all good?
No, thank you. Is this where my opportunity to talk to the...
Oh, it's my pleasure. Do you have anything for audience, please?
Yes, I do. Thank you. As I said, I care about Hamilton. I care about you. I care about how hard you work and the things you do to make Hamilton thrive. Your ratepayer dollar is really important, whether you're renting or a homeowner, you're still paying rates. I care about your families and I care about your well-being. I have the skills to take to the council table to make Hamilton better for us all. Please vote me, number 1, Jackie Talbot.
Great, thank you, Jackie. Thanks for coming on Kōrero with Vaishali. It was great insight. It's great to know all your plans and vision for beautiful city. So thank you, and we wish you good luck.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. You do this for everybody, and I'm just really pleased and really thrilled for you.
I'm just trying to showcase the best that I see, and I thought, okay, let's create the platform so that you can connect with the local people and they know you well. So that's my small try. Yes,
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. And yes, please vote. Your vote is very important, and it creates the future for the city. So please vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.